Hello everyone and welcome to Warboats Live. I don't know why, every like 2 weeks, all of my OBS audio sources completely reset. So that is why there was a little bit of dead air there where my microphone was just not set up. And I do just need to double check. Okay, looking good. It's actually crazy. I feel like I was consistently live for I was live for a Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then it's now been like 2 weeks. Like now it's Wednesday after, well, 2 weeks after that Thursday. You know, we're just under 13 days, or just under 2 weeks. We're at 13 days. So the reason we're back is actually the reason I've been away is because I was editing the week 1 Warboats video, which I thought would be quick because it's just a bunch of clips. However, I kind of got an idea of I could actually make this good, you know, not that I don't put an effort with other videos, but just the idea basically I was watching Jetlag, the game, the YouTube channel, and I was like, Warboats is actually kind of like a Jetlag game. So obviously I don't have the time and money that, well, not even time, because, you know, they can upload whenever they want, but I don't have the expertise to make an episode of Jetlag, but I could make something at least similar to it. So that is that's what we went for. But it just keeps on, you know, that idea just is making the videos take longer. It took me about a day to edit the first 4 minutes, because the first 4 minutes was explaining what the game is, and I had a lot of you know, I basically had a lot of ideas. But then once everything was kind of set up, I had this graphic that I made. Once that was set up, it became like a copy paste kind of thing, you know. So we could copy paste each of the things into where they're meant to be for the rest of the video. So it took me a day to do. It took me a day to do the first 4 or 5 hours, about 4 or 5 minutes. But then it took me about 4 or 5 hours to do the next 20 minutes, and there's another 20 minutes left. So technically, I'm only a day away from finishing it. But the issue is that I'll be away next week, and I'm back the week after. Because I was wanting to upload one every week, you know, like Warboats Wednesdays, so it would be up today. But then it means episode 2 would need to be up next week, which would be possible. But then it means that the whole week after that, up to the 3rd of June, I won't be able to work on it. I don't want to not... Maybe I could do I could just... I mean, who actually cares? I could just say I love them, I'll put them up when they're up, you know? You know, on a Wednesday. So that video might be up soon. Also had the mixtape video, obviously, which that was basically because the Warboats video was meant to be up last week, and it wouldn't be ready. So I was like, okay, what's a quick video I can make? And then same with that mixtape video, it was meant to be a quick edit where I was going to get the clips. But then I was like, when I need to count the button parentheses, then I should probably put them on screen. So that one just got longer as well. But now we're back editing Warboats. And it's now week 4 of Warboats. So again, hopefully this works. If I click, I'm actually going to go studio mode. And click that. Okay, and then click it again. Okay, so this is week 4. So I'm not going to get into it too much, but I'll just explain what we're doing. So far, I have this, which is a hit. Okay? Well, actually, it's kind of stupid the way it works. Basically, I got this one, then I got this one, then I got that one, and it told me it was a hit. But it doesn't actually tell you what way it's a hit. But basically just some probabilities, I'm guessing that is the hit. And then these are a boat, but as you can see they're not a 3. That means they continue this way. And then same with this one, this is also, I believe these are connected, but they don't go down the way, so they have to go up. So basically this is either a 4 here, or it goes all the way up to a 5. And then same with these are either 4 or 5, and also only one of these can be a 4 or 5. So these kind of interact with each other. So today what we're looking at is these trophies here. Complete the episode named Losers Weepers, and complete any elimination round episode. So Dicey Dungeons is a game that I've wanted to play on here for ages, and I've been waiting. There's also, this is also Dicey Dungeons 1, complete any 12 episodes. We might just get that. It doesn't look like we're going to need that, but obviously this could be anything, so we might do it. So yeah, this is what we're going for, and we might get that along the way. I think that's the only Dicey Dungeons ones. So this one is to complete one of the Jester episode, so this is kind of late game. There's actually a chance we won't get to this. We definitely won't get to today, but even, you know, like I said, I'm away. Like, Warboats is a 2-week long event, but I'm away next Wednesday. So that means I only have half the time that I would usually have. So it does mean that, I don't know, even because if I went live like tomorrow and Friday and Monday and Tuesday, we still could get here, but also have other stuff on the board as well. But yeah, this one, complete an elimination round, that one is doable today. The only thing is, the issue is, this could be the 4. And then that means this is pointless. But either way, you know, we're at the end of the thing. I don't actually care how many points we get. However, we are, I mean, I should say, I am 4th at the moment. The only thing is, it's actually impossible to come first. Basically, just because of the way the points work. I think it's impossible anyway. Like, these get... Not even... I mean, these guys have basically just done so well. That's why. You know. I'm not like complaining. It's basically like getting to the end of the World Cup and saying like, I can't win because I'm up against Brazil. You know, okay. Yeah, so today we're playing Dicey Dungeons, basically for the first time. I played that a bit on PC when it came out, and then I kind of felt, you know, I don't know, I think it's like a bit too, it's not a bit too hard, but it's kind of hard. So today we're playing on PS5, and I have, actually, can I delete my save? Same one, easy mode, because I did have to play this last week for Warboats. Yeah, I don't think we can. I guess I can go delete my, like, actual save, but I guess I'll just play. No, I didn't actually win, did I? Oh, you know, I do actually kind of want to delete my save. Okay. We're going to take a quick... You know, I'm going to leave the Warboats up. And I'm going to turn off. What am I going to do? Okay, actually, yeah, that's fine. I guess I thought of that. Oh, because I was thinking, like, I don't want to leave it on a black screen, but I guess I did put in a nice platinum blue in the background. And Blinkum, how are you doing today? And yeah, I know, like, getting the 2, but it's annoying just 'cause I don't know what way it goes in. You know, like I said, I believe I've found it, but just the idea that it could actually be flipped, because it happened last week as well. Yeah, have you started your board yet? Because it was, I don't know if you, because like I said, I'll be busy next week, so I was like, I need to do as much as possible. So that was yesterday. I managed to get 15, not 15 hits, but 15 like attempts. Sure. Okay, so we should be deleted. It was given some thing about auto sync will be turned off. I was like, okay. Okay, so now we should be back in, and I do need to... Yeah. Yeah, so there is like an easy mode, and I'm not opposed to using it. It just makes the enemies do a little bit less damage, I think. One thing I do remember from playing this is that there's a lot of yapping. But I guess we'll give it... you know, we'll like go with it. But basically, I do think it's like so pointless. So, like, do we need this? Yeah, we're like part of a game show, and then each person has to get to the top of the tower to escape. Oh, okay. So we do have the tutorial first, which we will just go through quickly, because I think I've done this like 4 times now. Yeah, basically, if you've never seen it, the way the game works is we have these cards, and you can put dice in them, and then basically, depending on what dice you put in, they have different effects. And then that is the whole game. You get different cards, you upgrade cards, you get more dice, and there's like a lot of interesting things, basically. But we will just skip through the tutorial for now. Yeah, so I believe that the one that we need to get next in the line, the one for doing Losers Weepers, I believe that is, you have to find the Jester who appears randomly, and then you need to find him another 4 times, then you need to beat him as a boss, and then you can play as the Jester, and then you need to beat at his levels. You need to be at level 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, you need to be at 1, 2, 3 to unlock it, and then level 4 is that. So that will take a while. However, the other one is just for beating level 4's any character, which, you know, each run is like That's good. I've actually forgot to turn my timer on. There we go. Oh. There we go. So we're putting 6 in here, and then wait until we get a 4. And we got a 4. Okay, so I think each done is only like 20-30 minutes, so we could get to level 4 today. Obviously it depends, you know, the game is hard, so. Okay, so I feel like we don't, early on, I don't think we care about losing health, because when you level up you get a full health. Like, you get full health. And then we get another dice. Then we get some more items. Or just going quick, because I think this just like ends. I'm pretty sure you get to like an unbeatable boss, and then that's it. Actually, so this is I don't know if this is part of the tutorial, but this is the Jester. So like I said, we need to find him 4 times. And I think it is just like, it's not even RNG, I think it will just happen. You can see he will freeze our dice. So we are going to Lido the... I don't know what to do. Lido the 5. There's a 4. Do we even care about burning this dice? So like... I guess we have to do it. So we should bump the 5. Do 6. And then burn. These are the ones... I'm pretty sure there's some kind of weird thing. I think if you bump if you bump a 6, let's see. Actually, is there any point? No, because you can't do these multiple times. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you bump a 6, it becomes a... it becomes a 6 and a 1. Okay, so bump the 4 to play the 4, to then play the 6, and I guess we'll do this to maybe get a... No. And I believe shock means we have to unlock equipment. Yeah, so let's do the 1. I'm looking for a 6. No 6. So I think we just want to do that. Because we could do... Don't know how often you're meant to use your limit break thing. What I'm thinking is, like, this guy doesn't... It feels like he can't damage us. Unless he does, you know? And that means we can, like, take it slowly. You know, he only, like, changes stuff. And obviously the burn can hurt you, but... You can also just choose to not get hurt. Okay, so let's just... Oh no, we can't do it. Okay, so let's... Burn the 1... So maybe as well do that. Let's see, can we... No, we can't bump that. Okay, so we should burn that, then change that into hopefully a 2, then bump it. Right, that's actually we could have just killed him. Okay, so I don't know if that gesture is scripted, or if that was the RNG. So I think we're still in tutorial. Like I said, I'm sure it ended with a... Oh, actually, maybe it does just change it into a full game. Okay. So let's go left to the chest first. So either the 1, either the 2, and the 3, I guess. 2, 4. I guess we're gonna do one of these. I mean, that's gonna do 6 compared to a burn which does 2, you know? I guess I shouldn't have done that. I was going to say the game's kind of like solved in a way where it's kind of like you just kind of do the same thing. I mean, I have messed up here, but so I guess we'll do the 5, bump into 6 and burn. Yeah, so we'll be playing this, and then I would like to platinum it. But we have also just started Dungeon Crawler, obviously last week, and I would like to play Slots and Daggers, but I think that's a lot quicker. I think that's like a 6-hour game compared to these, like, you know, over and over again. Okay, so we're going to do though the 1, the 1, and we're going to do though the 5. Okay, use the 4. Oh, okay. I need to pay attention to how much damage to do. Okay, one, like, I'm planning out a full turn that I don't need to do. Okay, so we've got full health. And we'll take the shield. Get the chest to get another bump. Don't need to heal yet. Okay, so now this is when it gets interesting because we can actually change out what we want. So I do think the spiked shield is better than the sword, I think. That's slightly less damage, but we are doing more damage with the battle axe. I think the bump is not that great. Or the matchstick isn't that great, and having 2 bumps would be better. Yes, you know, it actually kind of also depends on who you're up against. Like, once you start to learn their moves and stuff like that. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And I guess this thing that now we can only do 2 actions. So I guess it does actually kind of help us. Because we can kind of decide what, you know, we have this 5 that we can play, or we can turn it into a 6, or we can turn the 2 into the 3, you know, or the 2 into a 4. So I think we just want to do, because this thing we can look to see, you know, we could get a, you know, Slay the Spire is all about like blocking. With max 5, I did not realise it. Okay, well we have an opportunity to, yeah, okay. So like, it's, you know, 5 shield seems good. But I guess, you know, that is the thing, we do have an apple waiting for us. Which does mean that we don't care about blocking, because we have a shield. So yeah, I think we just focus on doing the battle axe, and what I'm going to use my Fury because we have not been using it, and we need to see like how often does it come back. Okay, and now that will kill. Yeah, so this thing, like, because we have that health that we're not going to use. Okay, so target shield. It said like an infinite shield, okay? And that's just like a shield. And then the shock. Yeah, so I don't know what's like good. We have 5 coins, so we can buy 1 of these. I think it's better to upgrade things than to buy things. But I do now kind of see, I don't think we need the 2 bumps. Because we have, you know, we have a dice that we're not using, and I believe when we level up we'll get another one. So maybe it's a good idea to get... I mean, shocking would be good because they only have... Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Because we only have 1... A lot of the times the enemies only have like 1 or 2 attacks. So if we shock one, there's like a 50-50 chance it will be one of the good ones. So I'm going to go here first, because that gets us an upgrade and also lets us heal if we want to. The Yeti is weak to fire. Okay, so we're going to start with the 4. Okay, so actually he has 4 things. 3 things. Let's go 4 dice. Okay, yeah. So we just see what we can do. I guess we should always go for a 5 and then turn this into even. Oh, this guy doesn't actually do much. Because he does have so many dice, but... So now we need to start with getting these back up. We'll do that. Then that. Then that. And that. Yeah, I guess that's a good thing about the game. It is, like I said, it is actually kind of solved once you know what you're doing. So again, I mean, a 6 is useless. We can bump it, but there's almost no of these in 2, or is there? Let's see, actually. We can turn a 6. Yeah, so then we get a 6 and a 1. So, we lost our bump, but... So now we want to change the 6 into something else. Change the 1 into something else. Change the 6 into something else. Okay, so now we can lock for 5. Yeah, I mean, didn't really work. It could, you know, could have worked out a lot better, but... And I guess, so the way he works, he does a little bit of damage and shocks you, but then if he ever gets 2 1s out of his 4 dices, then he does a lot. Okay, so... Is that shield? Yeah, so I guess we do that, we do 6 damage, we get a shield, and then we shock him again. I guess maybe that is the thing, we should stop using... Like, the shock's actually useless on this guy. In a way. We do have our Fury back, so... We're gonna use it now, because we do, technically, we can kill him now. Yeah, so if we do that, then we need to do 2 damage, so if it's even... Okay, so that wins. Yeah. So now we can upgrade these for free, I'm pretty sure. So that one just makes it so we can now do 6 damage, which is cool. That one makes it, that one's smaller so we can have more with them. That one makes it so anything shocks enemy, which is very good. And then that makes it so you can use it twice. So I don't like, I mean, they're all good. I do think, so if we use the battle axe, would we care? Oops. Like if we had the battle axe, what would we bring in? I guess another bump? No, let's go. I do think it might be the... anything shocks. Just to like dump whatever's left, we can... So we're gonna heal, so they heal for 6. So we can get full heal now. Let's check the shop. Having heals like in the game, I think would be really good. Because it's like the opposite way, like I was saying about you dump your excess dice into shock. You could dump your excess dice into healing. Which seems good. We'll fight this guy first. Then, okay, so same kind of deal, we're looking for 4s and 5s. So there's a 5. Do we actually care though? Could we... What's he gonna do? So he needs a lot. Like what's the average? The average you get in one dice is like 3, or it's like 3.5. So I guess technically it's 4. So he does, I guess technically he does 6 damage. On every turn, you know, because he activates 2 of these. And if he gets doubles, obviously that like doubles. But I'm just thinking, like, if we use our Fury now, I think we might be able to kill him. So we're gonna see, can we get a 4? No, we cannot. So we may... What do we do? Okay, I think we should shield. I think I've kind of messed... Well, I didn't mess up, I just got unlucky. Like, we do that. Then we do that. Then these both shock. Is that there? Yeah, that goes there, and then these both go in to shock him. It doesn't really do much, but... I know, do they countdowns... Do they stay over turns? Yeah. Okay. So... I mean, we can almost kill him now, so I think we might just do that. If we... I guess we should do the though before we start to bump. So, turn this 6. Turn this 5. Turn this 5. Okay, so then we're going to bump that. Do double damage. Oh, that's annoying. I mean, it's we're close to killing him. So I guess we... Oh, the shield... I didn't realize the shield stays between turns, because that's actually really good. Okay, so I guess we just do that, and then we can basically easily kill him next turn. Yeah, the fact the shield stays between turns is like crazy. I didn't realize that. So we should always be shield. Okay, so now we're... Just do that. We have another dice, which I don't know even know if we can use. I guess we can just dump it in the shop. Can we buy anything now? Yeah, we can buy the heal thing. I don't know if that works for what we have, but yeah, it is an idea. So we have the Keymaster, who seems crazy. He unlocks a Keyblade. I don't know if we need bump anymore. Okay, so the Keyblade has been unlocked. And we shield it. See, actually, you know what? The thing about shield, you don't get your fury back. That is actually into this one. Because it's something we play the 4, and we play the 5, and then we shock him twice. Yeah, I actually kind of hate this build. You know, we're like shock focused and I don't like that. You know, we should actually be... We should be burden focused. Okay, so change the 1, change the 6, change the 6. Okay, so we're going to do 3 and 3, and then in there. Change the 6, change the 1, change the 6, there, there. Yeah, it's like, do you know what's funny? It's actually, I think it is a good build, but we're just like so slow, you know? But we're killing people when we're staying blocked, so. What more can you ask for? So, now I guess, check out the shop one last time. Add 4 to shield, you need 7. I mean, yeah, no, like, so 5, yeah. Don't know why you'd... Is it smaller? Yeah, okay, so we could do that. I'm a huge poison guy in, like, any game. I love to poison people. So, I mean, that is something. Do 3 damage, add 1 poison. I'm guessing poison way works where it's like... You know, if you have 10 poison, you take 10 damage, and then it goes down by 1. You then take 9 damage. So, I mean, that does seem really good. And I'm like I said, I kind of don't care about shock. I don't know, you know, I kind of don't want to mess with it. So here we have the Sorceress. Chemomancer. Okay, so the 1... I mean, we never use bump, we may as well just use bump. No, I don't know, there's no point. Unless we need it. Yeah, that's so weird. Change the 1. Change the... Yeah, change the 2. We got a 5. Oh, so we're gonna put 5 in there. Bump one of these, put 3 in there, and another 2, shock. So we have taken damage. But we have our, like, playboard, we have like our formula built out, so we are fine. Up that, 4, 3, 2. So here we're just going to play our 4 and bump our 4 Player 5, shop twice. I feel like this is a very boring first run, you know? There's like nothing, but I mean that is it. So that's what's good about the game. There's like 5 characters, but then each character has 5 episodes, and every episode is like completely different. So there's like technically like there's a lot of characters in this game, if that makes sense. Even though they are the same, it's like the gimmicks are so like wildly different. Yeah, there's there's something really weird about healing in this game. You like, or like blocking. You actually kind of don't want, you want to take damage and then use the heals. You know, like, so technically we can take 7 damage on this whole floor. But because we're shielding so much, we can't, you know. It's really like, it's into this, and I don't know if it's into this in a good way, but okay. So I mean, that should be good. Being able to, I mean, he does have 5 dice. Okay, so yeah, same thing. 5, 4. Pump them into there. We do have a shop coming up. I'm not sure what shop that is, but okay, we have now been cursed. We've now been blinded. So blind makes it so you can't see the dice, and curse. You know, actually, I did feel I remember. Oh no, I can push L. All equipment has a 50% chance to fail. Okay. So we want to waste that on here. Will we ever be able to see what these are? No. Okay. So will it let us? I don't even know what that is, but we did like so much. Did we not do like loads of damage there? Like more than. Was that, oh no, we've had a turn. Yeah, I don't know. So I guess we did some kind of damage. So there. That was a 1. And then we can just do that. I guess you should, and then that one didn't work, yeah. So I guess you should do what you know instead of what could happen. So we're gonna get blinded again. We're gonna get cursed again. So I guess we should. What I'm gonna do that. Then hopefully get these changed to be usable. Yeah, well my idea is basically to use the blind ones as like, you know, we don't know what they are, so we'll just shock them. Okay. So same thing, we can player 5. Change that. Bump that up. Change it again. Change it again. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, like one of these has to be, I mean, it's either a 1 or it's higher than a 1. Okay, so I think that was a 2. We player 5. Change that. Change that. Change. Nope. Okay, so now I guess we just play one of these. We can't play either of them. So can we bump? I mean, one of these could be a 6, I guess is the thing. Okay, it was not. Okay. But like, you know, we have 14 shield, but I guess the issue with this guy, the overwhelm one, like he doesn't actually do damage to you, that he blinds you and curses you. However, if he can start doing damage on the right, he does a lot of damage. Okay, so there. I'm actually going to bump that, I forgot. Then that. Then we'll just play that. Oh, didn't let us. Yeah, so that guy, he's quickly going to start doing some damage. Which is not good. Lead those 2. Then that. Then that. Okay, so do that. Then bump it. Do that. Do that. Do that. Because maybe now that I've got loads of shield, I could stop using it. But yeah, I was going to do. He's going to do 11 damage to us. So Or not? Why does he not do that? Okay, into this then. Change the 2, play the 5, change the 3, change the... I should have bumped it. Bump the 6, play the 4, change the 6, play the 5, shock, shock, shock. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, I remember this game being a lot more kind of into this, but the enemies have like so much health that, you know, like, we're just playing out the game, if that makes sense. Play the 4, change the 2, change the 1, change the 1, play the 5, shock, shock. And then now we win. Yeah, I don't know why he's not playing it over well. It must just be in the code to like only play it last. So now we're going to go to this, whatever the shop is. Okay, so we can give up the shovel for the whip, which are the exact same. I can't remember, I think we can just give some kind of debuff, like it makes it so instead of having to play a, you know, you can play a 6, you can only play up to a 4. And then burn, yeah, makes it so the cards, I mean, we're not using either of that, so it doesn't matter. I guess it would make her, I mean, that is the thing, I think the reason I'm finding the game so boring is because we have like a defensive build. And we could be more offensive. So that's the thing, we can only do... We're only doing 8 damage every turn. Technically we could do 11, I think. Or we could do 12, but, you know, either way. But this guy's going to take at least 5-6 turns to beat. But like, it works, so that's the thing, it's like, it feels stupid to turn it off. So now we're getting poisoned. I wonder, does poison go through shield? It looks like it does, so this could be... I know, I was just saying how easy the game is. This could be bad. And I guess maybe, so now we don't care about shield. Because it doesn't help. Yeah, because the shield is only doing a little bit, but the poison is doing a lot. So it could be an idea to like start doing... Like start putting 4s in each of these. Is that anything? We'll bump that. And then change it. And then change it. Yeah, so I'm going to just see. How does that feel? And then shock it 3 times, it means that they're all shot. So we have now been cursed. So I think we want one of these to fail instead of an actual attack, and it didn't work. But we don't care, so we'll do that. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, this is bad, but we'll just do that. But again, he's not attacking. I mean, that it does kind of make more sense here when he poisons you and then stops attacking. But so I believe we can win now. That'll do 6, and then I think we can almost win. I guess we could use our fury, but I think we're almost at the boss. I think we shouldn't. Oh no, actually, yeah. So if we bump that, okay. Right, so let's just do that, and then there's kind of no point doing it, so we'll just shock twice. And then as long as we get a 2 on the next turn, we can kill. So we just bump that. Oh, and we leveled up. These doubles, bash with shield do however much damage. It does damage of your shield, is that right? I mean, that sounds good. Or upgrade. I wish you could kind of see what your potential upgrades are. I think we're going to take the shield bash. And then replace it with the shock. Just because we've got a shield build, so... That's kind of annoying because we did upgrade the shock. And then, is this going to change? No. Okay, so we're now... I mean, the runs are long here, aren't they? I don't... This game might not be as exciting as I thought it would be. Okay, yeah, so now we're all about shield. And then anytime we get... Yeah, because even if with 2 1s, we can do a bunch of damage. So same kind of deal, we're looking for 5s and 4s. And now we don't care about the bonus damage. Or the bonus, like, you know, bumping a 6 to get another dice. Okay, so just we... Oh, you know, I should have... Oh, yeah. We still get... Yeah, so yeah, now we can do 5 damage. Okay, yeah, I think we finally found something. We have lost our shield, but that is okay. Even, you know, if I could, I'd actually get rid of the battle axe. It would go all into shield. Because the shield bash seems amazing, no? Then hopefully get a 4. Nice. Then we can do the shield bash. Wonder what the upgrade to the shield bash is. Okay, so do we care? I mean, we have a heal right behind us, I'm pretty sure, so I don't actually care about taking damage, I don't think. Maybe we should use our fury so we get it back. Is that anything? Let's just do it. Oh, he's actually dead. Can we kill him? You know, we could do, yeah, we could do 4 damage there and then that's it. So let's shield instead. Oh, we could actually... No, yeah, we could almost kill him, but it's not worth it. And now we can play the 4. Yeah, so it only took half an hour, but we have finally found an interesting build. So, that is something. Now we have a shop where we can upgrade, hopefully we can upgrade the shield bash. Oh, so that's very interesting. You need to think of like, what are the odds of getting 2 doubles compared to getting 1 even? I guess the bump. Yeah, I mean, the odds of getting 2 doubles is what? So it's like 1 in 6. It's not 1 in 36? That can't be right. You know what times? You know, it's like you times... The chance of getting a... Oh, I guess it's the chance of getting any. You know, it's like choose 1. I don't think I'm good enough at maths to think about that. So the chance of getting any dice... But the chance of... So you've got 1... I think the chance of getting doubles is just 1 in 6. Because if you think about it, the first dice can be any. Like, so you've got a 6 in 6 chance that you'll get a dice, you know? And then the second one just has to match that. And then obviously we have 4. So I think I'm pretty sure you have like a 50% chance to get a double. And what are the chances of getting even? It's also 50%. I guess the idea is that you could then, you know, you're using 2 dice to do damage, whereas you can use 1. So I think that does make sense. I don't know if the maths works out, but I mean, if you think about it, the game obviously, you know, Teddy Kavanagh, like, he's put in the maths. There's a reason that that's upgraded. Otherwise it would have got like patched out. People would be like, I'm not, like, why would you ever take this? Okay, do damage on 6. Do however much damage, and then on 6 add poison. Don't care. Could go heal. I don't really like waste anything, but yeah, so technically we'd be wasting 2 health. If we die here, it will be up 10, but... Okay, so... We're gonna do that. Then we're going to do that. Yeah, and then so now we just want to get evens. So, oh no, wait, so that is, yeah, yeah, that is interesting. So any even. Oh, you can only play, yeah, I don't know why. Okay. I kind of forgot you'd only be able to play it once. So I guess it doesn't actually do more damage, it's just easier to play. I think. Yeah, we just, like, instead of needing 2 of the same to do 5 damage, we just need 1 even to do 5 damage. Now we need 2 6s. What? I just, as I'm talking about it, it's like, it got impossible. Okay, so, same thing, we're looking for a 5. Now we're looking for a 4. That's a 5, but I'm going to keep it because it could be a 6. Okay, that's also a 5. So now we think we just do that. Can we place the 6 in here to, like, for next time or no? Probably not. We'll just do that. We'll see what happens. We've been weakened again. She's done a lot of damage. Okay, so the 6 does not stay. But we can't, so we can do that, so we're going to change this to get a 5. Okay, this is actually kind of perfect. Oh, we can't bump that. Yeah, okay, so we just do that, and then we might get a 6. And then we didn't, but we got a 4. When we put the 6 in, it just feels good. She actually does a lot of damage, she's going to... Yeah, on the next turn, she's going to do a lot of damage. So if possible... Okay, that's not good. That could be a thing though. Yeah, so I guess we'll just do that. Is that the... Yeah, do that. Then do that. Then we can double our shield. This might actually, that may be pointless, we might have been able to kill her easily, but... Then the next turn she dies. And we have 13 shield. But yeah, so that'll block. We'll block almost all of it. No, that actually. We'll block still almost all of it. And then now we just need a 2, and we'll just do the 4. Okay, so now we should go back and heal. Until we heal again. Then go up first, because then we can get the upgrade and come back and get that shark guy. Do that king. So he's a big poison person, which is very bad against shields. Or good against shield, I guess. So we don't care about 6s. Don't care about 6s. Don't care about 2s. Sure. Okay, so now we're doing... We're going to turn that into a 5. Then do that. Then do that. Guess a good thing though about the... Oh yeah, actually he won't... Our shield will actually never go down against him, I think. Because the poison goes through the shield. So we are going to take damage. But he's going to... You know, our damage is going to keep on going up every turn. It's doing a lot of poison though. For a few days going up, so that's good. So again, we can go 5 there, 4 there, and then that's it. Okay, 7 poison, 8 poison. 9 poison. Wait, is that enough for it to get Fury? Yep, okay. And then he... If we just do that and that, he dies. Then upgrade, I don't even know what we want to do. Make the battle axe smaller. To fit in. I don't know why am I doing it? Is then it push Yeah, no, push Daniel again. Yeah, because I like using that for the shield, so we don't care about that. I guess we can make the bump twice. I don't know if we ever use that. Something though. Then this guy's just kind of scary, but I think if we kill him, we get full health. So, what is his gimmick? Okay, so he's got the battle axe as well. It looks like it doesn't do that much damage. Or am I going crazy? Oh no, I guess it could, it could do 8 every turn. So we're gonna get 5. Get 4. Yeah, I mean having the double bump is kind of pointless with the build we've got. Yeah, so he's getting rid of our shield instantly. So maybe we should Fury the shield. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Then bump that, do that, do that. He's gonna, yeah, he's taking our shield again. And we now have a locked dice. Yeah, so it just means you can't use it. It's actually not that, it's not that big of a deal. So we're going to do that, do that, do that. Okay, now we want to bump the 4. I do think we should Fury the shield. Then just do that, and then do that. So now we have a slightly bigger shield, which is going to mostly break again. Then we just need to do 6 damage. Yeah, so that was not great, but I do think we heal. And get another dice. I mean, the other dice is so pointless. So I believe that we're at the boss, so we should go to the final shop. Flip a dice upside down. You can turn a 6 into a 1. Okay. Okay, so we're against Buster. I don't know what the RNG is like. Is it always the same boss? Okay, 68 health. What does he do? Every 5. Okay. He's got 4 dice, so I mean, like, again, he has an average. He gets an average of 12 dice every turn, so he does 8 damage every turn, not including the burn. So I don't know. I guess we should do what we always do. So we should be though the 3, then the 2, then the 2. I guess actually it should have been the 6. Yeah, I was gonna shift it, but it doesn't matter because we can just do. That becomes a 5. That becomes a 4. And then one of these. Okay, so 13 damage on the first turn. As long as we... I was gonna say as long as we don't get hit. But, as soon as we get our first Fury, we're happy. Okay, so... We're gonna change the 2. Change the 1. Change the 6. Play the 5. Then, you know what, I'm actually gonna... Is it, oh yeah, actually, because I think taking the fire damage will cut into her shield. Is that it? Is it going to say that? So is it worth it? No, I don't think so. We want our shield to be as high as possible. Even if is going to keep deleting it. That's what I'm saying. As soon as we get our Fury, we can double the shield, and then that at least lets us it lets us keep it for longer. So same thing. We just want to play the 4, and I guess actually this time we can play the shield bash. And then now we're going to take a bunch of damage and then win, I believe, or get close to winning. Didn't actually do as much, but no, yeah. So we have our Fury now. So we need to find our 5, and that will do. Then double this, Okay, so that now does 10 damage. So again, I think we don't want to take any damage. We could get one more. I'm thinking of the maths on this, like what the chances we need. We basically, we can either make this a 3, or hopefully make it like change it into a 3 and get a 4. Amazing. I don't know, we should have played the shield bash, I don't know why. I think I was thinking I don't want to use the fire, so I don't want to use the shield bash. But we definitely should have used it. Yeah, so see, now we're losing some shield, but not all of it, which lets us build it up even higher. So now we can do that, and that. And then now, one more turn and he dies, as long as we don't just eat it now. So it's a lot, but we're supposed to do this. We shouldn't play a 4, so we just do that. Congratulations, your very first victory. 35 increasingly difficult episodes to go. Okay, so now we beat the episode, we get to spin the wheel. Looks very easy to win, but we have got incredibly unlucky this turn. So we've not to yeah, so what that screen there is basically the whole game. So as a warrior, we've got 6 episodes. Then as the thief, we have 6. Then as the robot, the witch, the inventor, and the jester, I think. They all have 6 each. And I believe there's like bonus ones. Yeah, okay, so basically, for the Warboats one we're looking for, I mean, the one we're actually looking for is far into the jester, but the one we might be looking for is the 4th one on this screen. But to unlock that, we need to play as everyone. So what I'm actually going to do, this is going to be a bit stupid, but we're going to like just die as everyone. You know, kind of look at who each person is, and then like look at every episode. I do remember when I did play this on PC, I do remember the thief. The thief was my favourite. I don't know why I can't say that. English languages, you know, why do they make it so hard? Yeah, so we are going to just play out each of these characters to unlock episodes, and then we can kind of pick and choose what we want to do. It's quite funny that they make you play as everyone, because I'm pretty sure the warrior is like the most simple of them all. You know, that's why you play as them first. But like they make you play as like the inventor and the witch, which are a lot more complicated, before you can play like the second warrior one. What is annoying, this is going to mess up our stats, you know? Like so far we had a 100% win rate, and then now we're going down to 50, then we'll be at 33, then 25, then 20. Okay, so now we've lost, we unlocked a robot. I do wonder if there's like an easy way to unlock the jester. Like, you know, the guide I was looking at, it was basically saying like, it's RNG and you'll just get it because you need to play the game so much. But just the fact that we actually need the jester. Like, I wonder if there's like a specific way of like, play up to this point if he's not there. You know, because we can see who we're against when we start. So we're doing Inventor versus the robot, that would be cool. Yeah, so see the inventor's like, there's this, yeah, the robot, you don't actually have dice, you like, it's like blackjack basically, where you can calculate and it'll give you, I think, up to 6. Yeah, so then we can spend the 5 on that, but if we go over, we'll go bust. But I'm pretty sure if you get a 9, then you get like a special reward, so. Okay, so sadly, he is about to die. But we now have the inventor. See, the dialogue is actually kind of funny. I did like when the guy would keep chatting after he died, but it's like, you know. Just sometimes they're, especially just a game like this, it's like I don't want dialogue. So the dog can give himself fury. That's quite cool. So sadly we have died again, but we have unlocked the witch. And I remember, I think the witch is like the, you know, obviously they get more complicated as the line goes on, but I'm pretty sure the witch is just like, you know, you get a degree in like witchcraft. So we'll do the dog again. Yeah, so I mean, what? I kind of want to just see if we play a 1. Yeah, you can make a spell, and then if you play, you know, if you play like up to, you make a different spell. I'm pretty sure. I think you can make them up to the 4, or up to 6. But I think maybe you need to do them in order, and then the 6 is like the best one. It is like I think the game. I don't actually know how well we're gonna. As we always do on here, we're going to check Open Static. Call of the Elder Gods has an 80. Like the Call of the Sea. Maybe that is actually good. Lost and Found has a 90. I wonder if that's just like the only people who've played it are people who like it and they're like, yeah, it's good, you know? But that's like, it's the second best game of the year. Like a... Where's Wally? Okay, what am I looking? Yeah, Dicey Dungeons on Static. People like this game. Got an 82, yeah. Because I do kind of think it's a game with ideas, you know? And I think because there are so many, like, of the game modes, like different characters or whatever, I think that is one of the things where... Oh, like, they've got a achievement list. Wow. Yeah, so actually, I didn't talk about what the platinum is. It's basically just to beat every episode. Then there's a bunch of stuff that's like, you know, have 4 battle axes. I don't actually know if these are trophies, but these are, yeah, stack 10 and 30 poison. Because I do actually have... I should have said that as well. What? Yeah, we're starting with, I can't go in. It's funny, I still don't even know how to use this menu. I thought, yeah, you click start, you can go to view all. Yeah, so we've unlocked episodes. Verify your age to keep using communication features. Thank you, Keir Starmer. Yeah, unlock episodes. So that's actually what we should have just got that there, but I had to do that for Warboats, and I wasn't like playing the game, so we did that. What else did we do? We also, yeah, for the I added this to my bean dive. So back last year, I won on my first turn, which is just easy with the if you set up Fury, you can just do, you know, like with the battle axe and Fury, you can do a lot of damage basically. And we had to inflict 10 poison as well. That's something I just said. And I basically just followed the guide. But everything else, I'm not, you know, I don't even know what these are. I wonder, is our shield one have more than... I just thought there'd be one that was like, have like 50 shield. Just because we're like kind of close to it now. Yeah, so now that we're finished, so we, like I said, we do have to unlock the Jester, who is RNG, but we have to complete any elimination round episode, which is, as we need to do more, okay? But basically the 4th episode on everyone is the elimination round. And let me just see. So we, yeah, for each person we can only do the first 3. I don't know when you unlock the elimination. Like, can we just skip it? Or not skipped it, but like when we do 2, do we unlock 4, or do we need to do 2 and 3? But yeah, now we've unlocked, the game is now open to us. So as the warrior, yeah, we've got Curse of Greed. So you start with 2 upgraded battle axes, but all equipment you find is upgraded, but you get 1 curse at the start of the turn. That one didn't seem that bad. And then we have, you start with the Venus Flag Dab, which obviously we don't know what that is, but you lose 2 max HP when you level up. So I wonder, the Venus Flag Dab, it gives you more max HP. But I don't know, either way, we're going to go in here. Hopefully that will unlock the thing that we need. Yeah, there's just a bunch of talking. Okay, so go for the chest. Yeah, so we now... Yeah, so the updated battle axe is just smaller. So basically all we're doing is we want to get these numbers as close to 4 as possible. I wonder if the curse... See, actually, so now the trophy for win on your first turn, we could have easily done it there. You know, if we'd got a 4 and a 3, or a 4 and a 2 actually, I think. Okay, so now the curse, does it work on the combat though, or is that like a skill? Because that is the thing, like the hard thing of this is that a lot of the, 50% of the time, the first turn, or the first time it happens, you're not going to be able to play your stuff. So I think that means we want to get like a stupid thing that we don't care about. But you lose the dice as well, so I do think it might just be RNG. You know, you just kind of hope. Do 100% damage on 6, inflict burn. So burn does 2 damage. However many dice are, so this would do 4 damage if he clicked on them. Okay, so otherwise I think we just want to... You know, will we use Fury? Okay, we were cursed. I feel like they did more than... Am I missing something with the... Oh, we played that Fury twice, yeah, okay. So we're going to change these into something lower. Guess we could have played that, the burn, but... We have another dice. Yeah, so I think this one is all about like getting like dummy equipment to waste. Sticky Hands goes first. So he's like a, you know, we've seen him. So we need to kill this guy in like 20 dice, which is, you know, basically like 3-4 turns. Yeah, so I think it is just RNG. I think we'll just go, okay, like we failed, okay, let's go again. Okay, and then we can't play that. Does he keep that burn? Because they no, okay. Yeah, I think this is it. I think maybe there's something you can do to kind of not get to like not get cursed, but I think it is just you just don't get cursed, you know. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Do that. No, we shouldn't have done that. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Now we're gonna do that. Yeah, this one's weird. I was thinking a bump would be good because then you can kind of waste. Like you could use like an excess dice on a bump to get rid of the curse, and the fact that it's updated, we can do it twice. That seems good. So we're gonna change the. Like, so what do we want to do? So I think we don't care about the whip. I think that's like, well, you know, there's not a big difference between 4 and 8. And the burn. Yeah, actually, technically this does 8 damage, as long as he clicks on the thing. So the whip is actually good for now. I think we'll get rid of it eventually, but... So what we want to do, we want to change these down into 4s. That's good enough. And then... want to do that. Yeah, no, yeah, I don't even... Because that gets rid of the dice if it fails. What if we do this? Okay. I do think having... Once we get one more dice, it will even out. But for now, I'm just very confused on what we should actually be doing. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, you know, I think we just play. I mean, is that was something? It's very confusing. Okay, spiked shield. Oh yeah, we know what that is. We love that. Do double damage to the enemy, but 3 damage to yourself. Yeah, we don't have like heal. Like that'd be good if we could heal, but so we take the spiked shield. I guess maybe that we could be like, we might get a shield. We might get a shield. We might not. Okay, so we have the taser do the max of 5 damage and it shocks the enemy. Shocks the enemy. Maybe that we could use that. That's small as well, actually, isn't it? Yeah, so maybe we do that. Do however much and 1 damage. It's weird. So it either does it does 2 damage or 4 damage. Right? Like 2, 3, or 4. Yeah, I'll understand that. But I do like, we'll take the taser. And then now now we have things we can waste the dice on without actually feeling like a waste, you know, that actually will do something good. Okay, so we want to get these higher. 4's perfect. So we're going to do that. Then that. Okay, so now... Yeah, so that's going to do 8 damage. These are going to do 4 damage. That's going to do 4 damage and a shock they don't care about. So I guess we just start with one of these, which is this one's better. Okay, and then because that cursed... Because that... Yeah. It's very weird. Because that got a curse, that now meant we were now safe to attack. And then we should be able to kill on this turn. Same deal where it's like, okay, we'll just do that, then that, okay, and then do that. Okay, now down here. No, we actually looked at that. Okay, so now we go heal, and then move on. Okay, so we have a blueprint. Don't know what that means, but it is further away. So I guess we start with the key master, with the key blade. And then same deal, we're going to turn the 6 into something else. I should... Okay, and then do that. Okay, right. So then I'm actually going to use my Fury now to double the 4. So I'm pretty sure the way that this guy works, he gets more powerful the more you... Yeah, so basically he needed a 1 to unlock that, but he can use any dice to do damage. He only has one. You know, maybe it doesn't get more powerful. Yeah, now same thing, we want to change the 6 into something usable. And I think we want to even move to 5. Okay, so now... Have I actually... No. I think we do that. Hopefully it shocks the 6. Nice one. So we can't do it. Oh, but you can do it. Oh, there, okay. So, yeah, I get how he works now. So all we need is a 3. Oh yeah, so we just do that. Oops. Get the chest. Do 3 times that. Oh, so it's basically that's just a better battle axe. Okay. We'll take that. So now we'll lose the taser. It's very into this and what's going on now. And maybe we keep the taser, maybe we don't care about the spike shield. I know we have a gap, but that will fill up at some point. How much health is this? Full health. Okay, so we want to actually now, we're aiming for 5s now, so let's just start with this. Okay. And then hopefully get a 5. Okay, so then that's a 12. Then do we care about a shot? Yeah, why not actually? I think we win next turn any, you know, that will take it to 10. Which we can do 14 damage. Or yeah, we can do 12 damage. And this just hopefully stops her doing something. Yeah, so we need yeah, so we just spam these. Oh wait, that Crystal Sword can be used once per combat. Is that okay. So it was a waste of a Crystal Sword once per battle. I still think it's good, I guess, but now it does mean we shouldn't be using it on a 4, we should be using it only on a 5. Yeah, like 15 damage. And if we save up our Fury, you know? Okay, so first off, let's do that. Then do that. Okay, so yeah, now we're not going to use the sword. Unless, you know, I'm going to do that. Yeah, okay. So now we do this, and that. All of our dice are now frozen, but that's okay. Okay, so let's do that one more time, then do that. Okay, so now we can do 15 damage. Then, oh, he doesn't actually die yet. So let's shock him. Okay, so now we just want to waste the curse. The blueprint lets you copy. Oh, so we can get another crystal sword. That sounds good. And then just for niceness sake, you know, actually it's better on the side, isn't it? Then we'll get the heal, check the shop. Are they all 2 6s? Are they all 2 1s? That's actually kind of good, but... Okay, so we're going to go up to the Hoover first. The vacuum. And yeah, so now if we have 2 5s... Yeah, if we have 2 5s, we can win. So let's see if we can do that. Let's start with this. Okay, so now we just have to get 2 natural 5s. I mean, even that will take us to... Yeah, like, so let's say if we did... That's 12, that's 24. Yeah, I think we win. So there would be 1 in your first turn. There's another filthy pop that I did cheat you guys out of. So I don't think we care about that. Then we're gonna go over here. Yeah, so now, yeah, if we can start with 2 5s. Even if we use our limit, it's even better. So now, we want to change the 6 into a 5, hopefully. Yeah, so it's a 2, so I think we use that. And then use the other 2 over here and shock. I think the shock is into this, and it's like, it really is dependent on who you're against. Okay, so now again, we're looking for the 5, using the 5, and kill. Now the shop, we can change a battle axe for some poison that we don't care about. Okay, so let's do that, then that, then that. I guess actually we don't. Yeah, it's the 6 we should have got rid of. Let's do that. Now let's do this. Okay, now we can use our 5. Can't use our 6 anywhere, which is very annoying. Do you want to shock them? Sure. I didn't even look at what they did, but I'm like... Yeah, so we managed to shock the one that does damage. We've now been silenced, so we can't use our Fury, is that all it is? Yeah, we also can't use our Ray though. And the Crystal Sword has been weakened, so it only does double damage. So let's do... Let's just shock, then do that, yeah, then do that. Now let's just use that. I know that it's not as good, but we don't need the 15. Silenced again, and I've done more damage and weakened us again. But all we need is that. Nope. So we'll do that, then that. Then shock them. And silenced. This guy's just annoying, isn't he? Okay, so we want to do that. Bash with shield, do shield damage, do however much damage on, if you have a 5 you can either use it again, okay? They'll do 6s. Yeah, we'll just take the shield bash, we're not, you know, I don't care about any of them. I guess maybe we can go, is this going to change maybe? No. And we already have full health, so we'll just go down. Copy another crystal sword. Okay. We have somehow lost our crystal sword. I'm guessing maybe it just automatically put it in. That's not great. So we'll do that. I might actually use Fury now just to... Oh, no, actually this guy's not... Oh, the dire wolf is done in the actual wolf. He's a poison guy. Yeah, just because we're at the start of a floor, I think it could be a time to use the Fury. So we'll do that, then do that, then Fury. To do that. Then we actually can kill him if we get lucky. Don't know why I did that, it's so annoying. I think that would have been it as well. We actually we killed him there, but I just messed up. But we can kill him now, we just need to waste the pumps and then just keep wasting stuff. There you go. So let's check the backpack. Do we still? So does the... How does this work? We're actually going to do some wiki checking. Dicey Dungeons Blueprint. Maybe you get it for one... Huh. Wait, so I'm like, how did we lose the crystal sword? You know what I mean? This is the good thing about being on YouTube. We can check back the VOD and be like, okay, so I'm watching. We're fighting the bird, and we have it. Does it say like once per? Yeah, once per battle. I'm just saying maybe if like the copy is like worse. Yeah, it says once per battle, and then we beat the bird. It says you win. Choose the ward. And we took the shield bash. Am I stupid? Crystal sword plus. What we choose to Dicey Dungeons. Why did I lose equipment? The inventor. Yeah, everything. People were talking about like there's a specific one where you lose it. Actually, I feel like if something happened, it would have said you've lost your. Maybe is that. Does the bird have a skill that was like. No, silence enemy, dodge next attack, and then it's got that weaken one. I don't know if that was just a bug. I genuinely can't tell what's happened. I thought we were going to have 3 crystal swords and we're going to win. We have 2 now, so... Copy the crystal sword. A copy has been added to your backpack. Yeah, like there's nothing about this that says... that makes it seem like this one is like... temporary. You know, like these are the exact same. I'm gonna have to like, watch the back to the VOD clip properly. Like, I go to shop and sell it. Yeah. Just having 3 crystal swords, it basically means that you can win at the start of the turn. But I feel like I've been cheated. Okay, I'm so confused. Okay, so we're gonna bump the 6. Okay, so we're gonna do the 5, then hopefully get another 5. Okay, we've got a 3, so now we're gonna play that here and play the 2 here. If I lose this, then I'll be very upset at the game. Because if we still win, it doesn't matter. We didn't need the sword, but okay. So bump that, change that, bump it again. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the. Is it worth it? Yeah, if I take 2 damage now, we win. And I just want to check. Yeah, we still have our 2 crystal swords. Okay, so we are. I think we might heal. Cowboy. So we can hit him with a 5, then see if it'll let us bump. Then bump again. Then I guess we just see if we can play a 4. Oh, we can't. That's annoying. Okay, so now we need to play one of these. If an equipment, if the crystal sword fails, do you think it comes back? I feel like it will come back. Okay, it doesn't matter anyway. And then we just need a 4 basically to win. So we'll bump this, okay, then we'll do... Oh, so the crystals... Yeah, no, never mind. I did use it. Okay, so now we can just do that. Yeah, do that and then do that. The chest. Toxic ooze. See, when I add this to my backpack, what's going to happen? This was stored, it's still there. Oh my god, I'm so confused. Okay. Now we have the That King, who I believe we're going to heal, so I'm kind of into this and using my Fury against him. We're going to do that, then that, then that. Now I want to bump this, then bump this. Now use this. Now use this. Okay, I was waiting for the... You know, I'm waiting for the curse. Let's use it. Who cares? Okay, oh no, yeah, so the Fury doesn't actually go unless you actually use it. That is into this. So now we can use this. And then we'll see, does a curse mean that the sword also doesn't come back? No, okay, very, very interesting. So then we can just play whatever. Now we level up and get a dice. Oh, you know what, actually, I realised I should have left the Fury because I'm pretty sure it's the boss now, so... Oh wait, we can do that. Copy equipment. Copy the crystal sword. Yeah, imagine we had 4. So I guess we don't care about the taser. Then what else can we buy it in goods? Discharge. However much damage, take damage to charge. Oh, okay, so yeah, anytime you take damage, that charges up and then you can put any even in and let it go. That one seems cool. Warrior versus Scathic. Is it like a Scottish word? Just because obviously the look of her, she's... I know, it'll be Irish, won't it? Scathic in Celtic mythology, female warrior. No, Legends of the Scottish warrior woman. Oh wait, okay. She's a figure of Irish mythology, but she's a legend of the Scottish warrior woman and martial arts teacher who trains the legend of the Ulster hero. I don't even want to like attempt to pronounce it. Okay, so yeah, so she is like, she's Irish mythology, but she's like a crossover character, you know? Yeah, that's cool. She is immune to lock and freeze. She only has 1 dice, and what does she do? Okay, so basically whatever she gets, she either does damage and curse, does damage and lock, she does damage and freeze, damage and blind, damage and burn, damage and shock. Okay, so we just have to hope she gets low those. So we're going to start with turning these 6s into something usable. Now we want to change the 1, hopefully, to anything that isn't a 6. Now we're going to bump that, then bump that again. Okay. And I kind of don't want to use the sword. You know, because this does 45 damage to her if we manage to do them properly, but if we don't, you know, it's going to do... So what? You know, like 15 less to that for every one. The difference between like hitting them with 3 5s and 3 4s is 15. I think. So I think that means we just wait this one out. Maybe we get our fury back. So we just do that and that. She's got a 4, which means she's going to freeze 4 of her dice. Which is actually kind of good. Because it means we won't get 6s. So we decide. Yeah, okay, see, that was perfect. So then we can do these to get them back up. Perfect. Okay, so now we want to bump. Okay. So we want to play... First we want to play like the dummy one. Yeah, okay, so that's perfect. So then we can do 4 damage. And do 15 damage. Then leave it. And hopefully she might... She's going to blind dice now, which is kind of bad. I mean, we have that 5 at the end, so it doesn't actually matter. Yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to just bump these. Okay, so that's a 6 on the end, so now we're going to change that. And I guess just attack. Okay, now so now we've been cursed, which means we can now use Fury, do 30 damage. And then... I mean, that would do 6, wouldn't it? So we can win now, yeah. So we just do that. Okay, yeah. Easy. The Curse of Greed. Yeah, so I guess like specific episodes have their own difficulty. So episode 2 is finished. Which means we can now... Did not get out. Defeat an enemy on the first turn and complete the episode named Curse of Greed. So for that, we get to look at the Billy. And we get to look at the Marshmallow. His favourite book is The Song of Ice and Fire, and he didn't watch the TV show. The books are much better. Now if we go back in here, yeah, so if we're completing any episode 4, on any of them you unlock... We'll actually look at the... Yeah, complete any elimination at the end of the episode. So you need to complete all of them for the Platinum obviously, but for completing any of them you get that 1 trophy, and that's what we need for Warboats. But what I'm actually going to do is we're going to leave it there for today because I'll just show off. If I click here and I click here, yeah, so as we can see, let's let's have a chat about Warboats strategy. So we've got these 3 now though. This is obviously not a 3, so this is either a 4 or a 5. If it's a 4, we need this one, which is the Jester one I was talking about. If it's a 5, we need to complete any elimination of the episode, which is the one that we're like about to do. Let's... Okay, so like, we'll remember that that's a 3, it could be a 4, it could be a 5. Okay. This one over here. This one is the same thing, but this one is in Farkdai, and I can get this in like 20 minutes. Then we can check if this is a 4. If this is a 4, it means that this is a 5, which means we need this one. Basically what I'm saying is there's a world where we do this right now, and then that's a miss, because this is actually a 4. If that makes sense. So because we're going to get this one before we get this one, you know, if that basically that's a miss. Yeah, like, so right now I can check that's a miss. I know for a fact this is going to be a hit. And it's either a hit and a sink, or it's just a hit, which means that this is the 5 up here. And then that means we need to get this one. So basically what I'm saying is there's a chance we don't need this. And we're going to do this for the purposes of doing this. And we don't need to do this, if that makes sense. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to go off now. Today, at some point, I'm going to get this one in Farkdai. Then we'll check if we need this Dicey Dungeons one. If we do, then tomorrow I can come back and do it. And if we don't, we need to come back and do this one. However, in doing this one, we can skip this one. You know, we just need to find out how we unlock the Jester and do that. And then there's other games on here that I plan on playing on Twitch. Like, there's a lot of Henry Halfhead, which I've been planning on playing for ages. But the same kind of thing, where at the moment, I don't know if I need them or not. So I need to get these 2 and I work out where the 3s could be. And that is the plan. So thank you for watching the game. I think it is going to get good. I mean, I had a lot more fun on the second we done than on the first. So yeah, thanks for watching. I should be back tomorrow at 12, which is in 20 hours time. Like I said, not sure what I'll be playing. Like, I guess we will be playing this anyway, you know, but just maybe not that level. But either way, thanks for hanging out, and I will see you tomorrow.